You guys loved the last time I did this. I genuinely didn't expect the video to do as well as it did, but I got a lot of comments from newer players saying that it really helped them out. So I thought today, since Valve hasn't made any more changes to the game in terms of the bots and people's ability to talk in it, I'd go over a few more things that new players might find useful. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't answer in these two videos at all, then please let me know in the comments and I'll either try and answer them there or make a video on it, or somebody else in the comments can help you find an answer to the question if I don't know how to answer it. So let's all just work together. Anyway, I just really quickly want to say that if you enjoyed this video, to please make sure you guys go down below the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're scarily close to 100,000 subscribers. Like, we could be days away at this point, and I'm super excited. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys subbed. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So the first thing is something that a lot of you guys were suggesting to me when I made the last video, and that is this Reddit called r/new-to-tf2. So it looks like this Reddit is basically just a good space for new players to ask some questions, and there's some people on there who try their best to give a whole bunch of information and answer any question the best they can. I've seen audio questions on there, tips for playing Demo Man and stuff like that. So if you need any questions asked, you could try asking in this Reddit as well. I know a lot of people might not have Reddit, but if you do, then make sure you check out r/new-to-tf2. Not sponsored or anything, literally just got commented it a whole lot in the last video. Speaking of Reddits, I actually have my own Reddit. r/spikeymikeyyt2 is my Reddit. If you make any memes involving me, or you just want to put something in there about my videos, that's the place to do it. I want to make Reddit videos, and obviously if you've seen Reddit videos before, you'll know what they're like. So yeah, content that, you know, would be funny for me to react to. The next tip that a lot of people mentioned as well was to try and vary your movements. Walking in straight lines everywhere makes it really easy for enemy snipers, or I guess just enemies in general, to predict where you're moving, and they will find it infinitely easier to shoot at you, and you'll end up just dying really quick because they land a load of good hits. So if you sometimes vary up where you move, or you do a bit of a zigzag or something like that, and basically how you're moving, enemies will have a much harder time hitting you and tracking you and like where you're going to be in a few seconds. I'm rubbish at this, to be honest. Like, I really need to learn to vary my movements a lot more. But even if you did a zigzag and then you just didn't go back on one of them, that sniper might have missed the shot if you're running at one, because they thought you were going to go back and you're being unpredictable and they just didn't know what to do. So it could save your life just zigzagging a little bit. Obviously, a little bit more complicated than a zigzag. I think that might also be quite easy to guess. But hopefully you know what I mean. Be unpredictable with your movements. Another thing is that you can't actually shoot through windows or walls. I know a lot of walls look like they should be able to be shot through, and I know you must be sitting there thinking that surely if you're shooting a minigun at a window or a really thin sheet of metal as a wall, something would happen. Unfortunately not. I don't think there's a single pennable wall or window in all of TF2. There's windows that have been removed, like on Badwater, but you can't break windows or anything like that. Now, I know this is really confusing, especially if you've come from like Call of Duty or CSGO or anything like that, where some walls are pennable and you can break windows. TF2 doesn't have any of that, unfortunately. I guess right now that actually helps the whole bot problem a lot. Imagine if they can shoot through walls. That would be awful. But if you're thinking you're going to get a kill just through the corner of the wall, unfortunately that's not the case. I wish it was. In a lot of situations I'd be getting loads of kills, but no, it's not. The next thing that I think is quite important is that not every single player you meet is cheating. I get there's a lot of bots in the game right now, or it feels like there is anyway, but that doesn't mean that good sniper players are instantly cheating. There's something that some bots do that make it super obvious that they're cheaters, and real players don't do what the bots do. So if you actually watch a real player and a bot side by side, you'll be able to tell that the person who killed you is just a better player and is a real person. A lot of bots follow a set path and they can't really deviate off that path at all. Like, you'll see them walking around and it's very robotic movements. They'll walk to the middle of a room and then turn instead of just going diagonally like most other people would. And also, while they're shooting at you, they'll look up at the sky, flick to you, flick back up to the sky. So I think that bit gives it away more than anything. Unfortunately, if that better player on the other team is actually a cheater, then you're hopefully just going to have to wait for the enemy team to kick them. Now, if they don't, your only other option really is to either play the game out, or you just queue for a different game and hope there's no bots in that one. If you've joined a server that has like recently swapped maps and it's been doing that a couple of times with players still in it, most of the time those servers that are empty when you join will fill up with bots, because they join empty servers or they join servers with not that many people in it and they basically overtake the whole thing. Like, there's some servers that just get stuck where there's only bots in them. So yeah, you're going to want to avoid those types of servers. And the final tip for today is that you need to right click to go invisible as Spy. I saw a lot of people ask about this one. For some reason, people seem to not know how to turn invisible as Spy. I'm not sure if this is like a reference or something that I've completely missed because I don't watch too much TF2 stuff really anymore. But yeah, you right click to turn invisible, if that helps anyone. Another use for the right click is when you're playing pyro. So you actually have an air blast for your flamethrower unless you're using the flog, and then you don't have an air blast. But the air blast is something that you should definitely practice with, you should get good at. You can basically shoot rockets that people shoot at you away from you. You can shoot pipes away and arrows sometimes if you're good enough. So if you're getting into pyro, learn how to air blast. It's super useful and people will actually think you're a good pyro instead of just a pyro that runs around holding mouse 1. So anyway, that is going to do it for all of the tips I have in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it and I hope that this video has helped you out in some way. A lot of people were saying that they've had like 1,000 hours and my last video still helped. So that was a little bit surprising. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said in this video, I also have a Reddit. So if you want to go ahead and look at that, that will be in the description from now on. And I will also be live streaming TF2 right now as you guys are watching this. So if you have any questions you just want to ask me live, then I will be there to do that. So yeah, come by the stream, hang out for a bit. It would be fun. Anyway, I just want to take this time at the end of the video to say a massive thank you for all of the support recently. It's been honestly overwhelming. It's been amazing to see. So I just want to make sure I say thank you for that. And hopefully I'll see you all in my video tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.